Hello, hello, hello. We'll be pulling on the full moon in Taurus energy, the eclipse energy. We are in Scorpio season. If you want to know a little bit about the eclipse or the general energy, you may want to watch the reading that I did for the collective. It's pretty short, just giving you an idea of what the general energy is and what's to come. Um, let's see what source or who source wants us to do next. We just got done with Sagittarius. The readings did shift. The energy shifted since I started the readings. So for the first readings that I did, it was, let me see. Let me tell you. And then 4-4 was again on the clock. So I did Scorpio, I did Aries, and I did Aquarius. As soon as I went into doing Sagittarius, it felt like there was a shift in the energy. So I feel like we're going to feel some heavy changes. For those of you who are in a Scorpio energy, Aries energy, Aquarius energy, or whoever you know in that energy, it doesn't have to be their birthdays. You may want to look up the astrology signs and then look at what the characteristics are and then apply that to the person. Don't apply their birthday. If you don't know their chart, you may not know. Lots of people are going to be in South Node energy or North Node energy. Okay, I don't know why they have me telling you this. Archangel Michael, please protect me as I channel the energy for whoever's next. Block any interferences and my own bias, Mother and Father God, Holy Spirit, Archangels. So the energy shifted for great. Like it feels good. It feels lighter. When I started, it felt like I needed to protect myself. I needed protection. It was a whole lot going on. So you may want to protect yourself at the beginning of the eclipse and maybe not go outside. I don't know. I don't know. This is like not my usual, but like I just go with the flow, which, that's what I feel like the theme for the readings today have been. So let's go ahead and just go because we're already at 3 minutes and I keep talking about something else. So there's something that could be distracting you. There's something that you need to listen to that you're like, I just don't want to listen to that. So maybe you are needing to be in temperance energy. Position number 7, also known as Libra, justice, the scales. So that could be why. But let's see what the energy tells us. Let's see what they wanted me to mix up some runes cards, so let me get that. Let me grab those. Mix it up. Get some good stuff here. You said be careful what you wish for. All right, let's see. Let's get this mixed up and cleaned up. I'm calling for some sage here. There's definitely a pause in the energy. What's Libra's dilemma? So it's like, what do we got going on here? They're wanting you to look at things very, very closely. Very, very carefully. I don't know, it could be a legal document. And they're wanting you to keep things, somebody or something or someone, or I don't know what it is, at a distance. Lagoos. So dilemma is, so the symbol for lagoos is water. It also has to do with your intuition. The power of renewal, dreams, and fantasies. So that's your dilemma. So something, I mean, let me just keep going. We have Hagalas, hail. It could be literal hail, but generally it's unforeseen changes. There is going to be, and there has been, a lot of natural disasters. I mean, we can't just avoid talking about it all the time. The wrath of nature is here, okay? Why are they talking about this in the Libra reading? Because the scales of justice, are being tipped here. And there's a renewal, a power of renewal. Lagoos is water, the cleansing, purity, uncontrolled forces. That flips pretty quick. Then we have dawn, so awakening, illumination, completion, hope, certainty, Wanzhou, pleasure, comfort, harmony, prosperity, reward, success. So, which makes complete and utter sense to me. So, I mean, we can take this a couple of different ways. Remember my readings and my mission. If you didn't know, now you know. If you're new, or if you just really didn't know and you just watch me because things resonate, thank you for watching. I'm grateful. But I'm here to help you heal. And me too, right? Because I'm not more powerful than you are. You have something to give. This is just something I'm called to do. So whatever you're giving, thank you for giving it. It's an equal exchange of energy here. Okay? But we have water. We've had a lot of hurricanes. We've had a lot of tornadoes. We've had a lot of deaths. The clearing. Okay? Which seems to be bringing intuition. Which intuition brings what? It brings illumination, completion, hope. It draws our attention to what our purpose is, or it makes us realize we're in our purpose and we're doing just fine. We just have to keep going and maybe tweak some things as we go. But there's a lot of people being tested too, and unforeseen things happening. Also, by unforeseen things, it could be things that are happening that people that are doing you wrong didn't see coming. But then also there's things that are coming that are good for people who have been on their path and on their purpose. And it's all good, isn't it? At the end of the day, we're all here just to learn. It sounds so cliche, because I would have been a person a couple of years ago that was just like, that's just all bullshit. Okay, so like we're all here just to learn, and like I'm not supposed to feel punished in this energy. Like, why don't I get what it is that I want? Why I'm such a good person? I give, I do this, I do that. I just don't understand. But there's joy, there's comfort, there's harmony, there's prosperity, there's reward, there's success in any little thing that you think about. And I think that's what the energy is all about. It's kind of like clearing down so you could see, because it's the hunter's moon. It's a time that the Native Americans named. It's the most simplest thing to think about, the hunter's moon. Why is it the hunter's moon? Because during this time is when the leaves fall, when the trees are preparing for winter, when animals go into hibernation, when they start fattening up, so they're slower. So it's a perfect time for hunters that are able to see deer or see whatever it is that they hunt, because there's less leaves, uh, and the colors. It's hard for them to camouflage because of the bright, beautiful colors. So things are coming into view. Things are coming. Are being illuminated in your life. Secrets are being um, just divulged. But there's like this choice. Yesterday I was talking to my spiritual teacher, and she tells me, like, you really kind of like bouncing some things off of her, and like practicing some things that I want to do that are different. But I asked her this like question. I was like, during any session, should we tell people everything? Because sometimes I feel like my spiritual team doesn't want me to say it, but I was just trying to make sure, because it was something I was confused about. And so I was just like, let me just ask her. And she asked me a question, and she said to ask the people that I read for questions. But I mean, we were more talking about private sessions. But she's like, do you want to be happily ignorant? Or do you want to be blissfully blissfully angry? And I'm like, huh? I'm more confused now. And it's kind of like what I kind of heard her say, I think, was like, you're gonna know when you're supposed to know. I'm not here to tell you your future. I'm not here to prepare you for your demise or your triumphs. I'm merely here confirming what you feel and try to lead you in that direction, in the direction of your growth, in the direction of your healing. Just for me, and that's the same for me. So it's about hope. It's about waking up to those truths, because you already know. I feel like that's what she was saying, because I'm just like, wait, I'm still like, am I supposed to tell them that their husband is cheating or that their wife is cheating if my spirit team tells me? But I feel like I shouldn't say it. Like, if they ask you that question, I mean, is it up to me? No, it's up to the person. You already know. So am I supposed to confirm? No, we have like all this free will, right? So I'm not supposed to. But if you need the confirmation, like, it's here. And then we have Issa flipped over, which is crazy, because Issa is ice, it's stagnancy, it's clarity, it's challenges, it's introspection, it's watching and waiting. So as I'm talking, that's what we have. And it's like, we have Laguz, which is water, and then we have your outcome is ice, stagnancy, just waiting and watching and introspecting. And you are going to feel stagnant, and you are going to feel like things are not going anywhere. But guess what? It's not the way that you think that it is. So just be in the mode of appreciating, in the mode of understanding. The things come. Like, literally, like I said, I don't know why I'm talking about this, but somebody needs to hear it. It's kind of like when I tell her I don't like reading with cards. And I'm on YouTube because it's what I was called to do. It's a part of my mission. And I'm probably not going to be here doing this for too long or whatever. Like, I just go with the flow of what my team tells me. But what I was telling her was, I can read the energy, and sometimes the cards contradict what I'm feeling. And she was like, okay, so then what do you do then? Well, you read the energy. Right? So it's the same thing for you, Libra, or, whoever. Remember, Libra, you don't have to be born under Libra sun. You could just be in Libra energy, justice energy. What does it mean to you? What are you watching? What are you waiting for? What are you thinking about? What do you need clarity on? What are your challenges? And how do you get to the place of pleasure and comfort and harmony and feeling like you've prospered and honoring your rewards and honoring your success? It's when you understand the gods, when you've awakened and you understand hope and you understand the completion of cycles, the illumination, the certainty. And it doesn't mean that somebody's bad or good, because water and ice are the same thing. One's just frozen. Water flows easier. But sometimes we're in the energy of ice because we need to be. But eventually, it's still the same thing. We're all the same. And we all have the scales tipped at one time or in another. And we just have to go with the flow. Okay? Because that seems to be the dilemma. Oh, we're going to go through emotional loss. There's a time of emotional loss. And then there's a time of fertility. I mean, what's that thing that they say? A time for, let me look it up, because I really feel like I'm not going to remember. Like, there's just a time for everything. A time for peace, a time for love. Let me see. Yeah, I think it's Ecclesiastes, I can't ever say it, 37 through 8. A time to tear, a time to sow, a time to keep silent, a time to speak, a time to love, a time to hate, a time of war, and a time of peace. And remember that the Most High gives us strength, and He blesses us with peace so that we can understand that there is a time for everything, and there is a time for each of us. And things are misused. Okay? People are misused. Our tools are misused. Does it mean that that person's bad? No. Does it mean that that person could be going through a lesson? Sure, why not? But no one is better than another. But the scales are going to be tipped. And sometimes it's going to be in your favor, and sometimes it's not. But what if you thought that everything was in your favor? That even if you're going through a rough time, that you can still be fertile and you can still deal with emotional loss. You can still deal with disruption. You can still deal with being trapped in fear. Because hope is what helps love. And love opens us up to fertility, to who we are, to where we're supposed to be. And if you see this very clearly, you see that water, and you see how it flows. That is about sacrifice and understanding that we have a light inside of each of us, a motor, if you will. And we have to build partnerships. We have to build alliances. And it doesn't have to be businesses. It just means that sometimes we have the waiting game. Okay? And sometimes it's about being able to tell the truth. It's about being able to understand that in everything that we do and everything that we are, if we let things flow, we're going to get to where we're supposed to be no matter what. It's about destiny. And that is the season. Material and spiritual prosperity, Libra. It's here, baby. It is here. Woo! I feel that. Like, wow, wow, wow. Could have an ancestor here that like to preach a lot. So let's see what we're going to end with. That's a long time, but that's okay. That's okay. Whatever source has to say, the channel was heavy. All right, let's see. What are we going to end with when it comes to Libra? We have 4-4 again. Your environments and surrender. So surrender to whatever you got. Yeah, look at this. Surrender to whatever it is for you right now. Just surrender, Libra. I hope I helped heal at least one person in the world today. And Libra, I sure hope it was you. Thanks for watching. Bye.